right, let me get situated real quick. Oh, man. What's up? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I just got back from riding. We did a little Sunday group ride. We rode I want to say 22 miles, 1,200 feet of elevation or whatever. But that's not what this video is about, man. It's official. I'm going disc brake. Oh, my goodness. I'm going disc brake. So I got a new bike, right? Or I didn't get a new bike. I bought the bike pieces to put together, and then I'm gonna build a new bike. So on my last video, I was saying it was between the Bianchi XR4 disc, the Bianchi XR4 rim brake, or the Factor Austral Van. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't get a new bike. The reason I didn't get a new bike is because if I'm paying thousands of dollars for this bike, bro, I need the bike to be done. When I say done, I mean it needs to be done the exact way I want it. I need to have the type of tires I wanted it. I gotta have the crank length. I want the right length stem. I want the right width bars. And talking to both companies trying to get that, I couldn't get everything that I wanted. It was always something that they couldn't do. And I'm not spending thousands of dollars to get a brand new bike and then have to change something. I'm not doing that. Then I'm gonna have extra parts or whatever. I wasn't feeling it. So that kind of really turned me off from that. And then I had found a Bianchi XR4 rim brake frame set. And it was nice. It was beautiful. But the dude wanted way too much money for it, man. I was talking to him. He wanted $4,500 just for the frame set. I'm like, bro, you're killing me, man. I can't do that. So I was shopping around, and I found a killer deal on a frame set that I've been looking at for a while. I just couldn't find the size, and I finally found the size. So, man, I bought it, and it was just crazy because, in the last week or so, I've been coming up on some crazy deals. I got a crazy deal on the frame set. I got a crazy deal on a new wheel set, and I'm looking forward to it, man. One of the things about the new wheel set, right? The new wheel set is tubeless ready. So I've been interested in going tubeless just for the ride quality. Pretty much for the ride quality, that's basically it, because I don't really have too many issues with flats, knock on wood. But the main reason I didn't want to just switch is because, man, dude, if y'all been following me, I got 1,000 pair of tires, bro. Matter of fact, I just got some new tires, man. I got these Vittoria Corsas in 28s, and these were going to go on the Madone, but they're going on the new bike build. So for me to switch over, I'm like, man, I got to use up some of these clincher tires I got. So the new wheel set I got is a tubeless ready. So after I ride up these tires and I'm ready to switch, I can switch over. So I was really feeling that. And then my wheel set now, the internal width is, I want to say it's 19 mil. And the new ones is 22. So, man, the tires are going to look so good on there. I cannot wait, right? Another thing about building a bike. The Madone, I'm sorry, bro, you got to go. You got to go. The Madone's going to be up for sale. I'm going to part out the Madone because there's a lot of stuff on the Madone that I'm going to put on the new build. The biggest thing is the Di2. So I was really worried about having to get another complete electronic group set. But come to find out, I didn't have to do that because all Di2 stuff is interchangeable for y'all that don't know. The only thing I had to do differently is I had to get new shifters because my shifters have a mechanical cable for mechanical brakes. And I just had to get the shifters that had the hydraulic hoses for the hydraulic brakes, but everything else is the same. So I already bought those, and then I'll sell these shifters. Getting rid of the Madone, right? I think I'm going to put it up on auction on eBay and auction it off. And I think it'll sell pretty quick. It is a Trek Madone 7. It's got the H1 fit. And then I'm selling it with the one-piece bar and stem. And I'm pricing it at at 2,000. Well, that's what I'm starting to auction at, 2,000. I think that's very, very fair for you to get the H1 fit, Trek Madone, the carbon seat mask, bottom bracket, direct mount brakes, and the one-piece bar and stem. Man, I think that's solid, right? Now, the bars that I just put on here, I had these bars on here probably about a week, is the one-piece black ink bars. I am not selling those bars with this bike. And it was crazy because, like I said, I've been getting a lot of deals lately. I actually just came up on a set of Madone handlebars, and it was the one-piece bar and stem. They should be here this week. And when they come in, well, those are the bars that I'm going to be selling with the bike, which makes sense. The Madone bars, Madone frame set, Madone everything. But one of the dilemmas I'm having with the new build is what bars to put on there, because the black ink bars, I love them. They're very comfortable. They look good. They are so clean. But I like the Vision bars, the Vision Metrons, a little bit better. On my last bike, my Yamanda, I had a set of Vision bars on there. And when I first got those Vision bars, I was like, yo, for a carbon bar, they kind of heavy. But I seen where that weight comes in handy. Those bars are super, super stiff. If you are out the saddle, sprinting, or you climbing, man, they just give you a certain type of feel, and I like that. So that's what I want on the new build. And crazy enough, the Vision Metron, they make a one-piece bar and stem combo. I got me a set. Not only did I get me a set, I got me 2 sets. So they make 2 types. They make the 5D and they make the 6D. And the difference is the 6D is kind of more, it's more thin at the top. And the 5D is thicker. Which one I'm going to like better, I don't know. But the deal, I had such a good deal on them, I just bought them both. And I was like, I'll figure it out. And whatever I don't like, I'll just sell. So on the new bike build, it's either going to be the Vision Metron 6D, the Vision Metron 5D, or the black ink bars. But whatever doesn't go on there, they will be for sale. So if you're looking for a new bike frame set or a carbon wheel frame wheel set, a one-piece bar and stem, I'm your guy, because I'm about to be selling some stuff. And this after I get everything built and I kind of get some trial and error to figure out what I like and what my preference is. If I had to put a timeline, time frame on it, I'm hoping that this bike is done by the end of April. By the end of April, it should be built. I should be riding it, and life should just be, it should just be great, man. Everything is ordered. Everything is ordered. It was in stock. And I'm just waiting for it to come. So I'm hoping everything shows up next week and I can start getting this build going. And then in the meantime, another thing I'm going to do is my previous bike, my previous Trek Amanda. The plan was to sell that when I got the Madone, but I just never got around to selling it. It's just sitting upstairs. And a part of it is because I kind of have like a sentimental connection to it. Because I rode that bike all through Korea, you know, we had our little road bike bond, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to get rid of it. But what I am going to do with it, I'm going to turn it into a dedicated Smart Trainer bike. You know, I'm going to put a set of bars on there, probably like some 42s, maybe do a positive rise stem. I have a SRAM red mechanical group set that I just had laying around. I'm going to throw that on there. It's not going to have no brakes and no wheels. It's just going to be strictly for the trainer. And I think that's going to work out for that. Because one of the issues I'm having right now is that when I'm out on the road, I like a lower, kind of longer ride or bike setup. So with the Madone, I have the H1 fit. So the H1 is a little bit lower and it's longer. And I'm rolling a 110 stem. But when I'm out on the road and, you know, and I'm stretched out, to me, that's just comfortable. Especially when I'm sprinting or if I'm climbing, I kind of like my weight over the front of the bike. But on the Smart Trainer, man, it sucks because it's like you just don't have that momentum. And even though I have the kicker climb and it goes up when you go up, I don't really need the weight over the front of the bike. You know, those that ride inside and outside, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So it'd be nice to have a bike that's set up just for indoor riding. Because like I said, I'll probably do like, I got a set of 42 bars. And if I'm running a 110 stem on here, I'll probably run maybe like a 90, even an 80, you know, just something for max comfort, just to put the miles down on the bike. And I think that's going to work out good. So besides figuring out what kind of bars I'm going to put on the bike, because I got some options, I'm also trying to figure out the crank. So I have a 165 on my Madone, and I have a crank-based power meter. But for some reason, I've been thinking about going to a 170 crank instead of a 165. Why? I don't know. I think it may just be better for my road biking. And if I do that, I don't know if I want another crank-based power meter, because if I don't like it, I done spent all this money on this crank-based power meter. So the plan is, if I could find like a Dura Ace 170 regular crank, man, that'd be perfect. And then I would go out and buy the Wahoo Speedplay PowerLink dual-sided power pedals. And then that would just work for me. Because right now I do have the Speedplay, the Wahoo Speedplays on the road bike, but I got a crank-based power meter. And then the plan is to take those pedals and the power meter and put it on my TT bike. Because right now my TT bike, I have my other power pedals on there, the Favero Unos. And I would just sell those. I would sell those, have the Speedplay on both bikes, take the 165 crank on this one, put it on my TT bike, and then take the PowerLink power pedals, put it on the new build, and man, be rocking and rolling, man. So that's kind of like the plans that I'm thinking about. I know y'all probably wondering, like, man, what kind of bike did he get? I will tell you this part of it, right? The bike is a 2021, and it has a T47 bottom bracket. So those who know, y'all know, that's the bottom bracket. That's supposed to be life. That's the new standard. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm tired of all this press fit stuff. It's annoying, man. Back when I had my Cervelo, my first TT bike, and dealing with all that, I'm tired of it. But the T47 should be the truth. And I already ordered a new bottom bracket. So I ordered everything for the new bike. I already got the frame set. I got a couple one-piece bar and stems. I got new wheels. Yeah, man, it's gonna be sick. So come the end of April, by the end of April, the bike should be done. Bike should be done. It should be built. I should be riding it. The Madone, if it's not up for auction, then it'll be sold. So that's the plan. But if you're looking for a Madone, an H1 Fit, holla at me. If you're looking for a set of carbon rim brake wheels, holla at me. Once I figure out which bar, if you want a black ink bar, the Vision, Metron bar, holla at me. I'm your guy. I'm going to have this stuff ready to go. So more to follow, man. Stay tuned. And that's all I got for y'all, man. I'm out.
Rob Armstrong.